Greetings, my fellow deviants. My name is Rose, and you're watching eSpot.
We never paid any heed to the ancient prophecies. Like fools, we clung to the old hatreds. And fought as we had for generations. Until the day the sky rained fire, and the new enemy came among us. We stand now upon the brink of destruction, for the reign of chaos has come at last.
Blizzard is renovating the beloved Warcraft 3 and calling it Warcraft 3 Reforged. We're looking at early 2019 for the beta, or pre-alpha as senior producer Pete Stillwell is calling it. Blizzard has already set up a webpage for instructions for those interested in playing the beta. The full release is due at the end of 2019, giving Blizzard plenty of time to work out the kinks. A couple cool things include the Frozen Throne expansion, and once you purchase the game, you'll be able to engage in multiplayer games with people playing the original unmastered version.
Ours is a cycle of hatred. Alliances forged and broken. We have paid the price for sharing this world. And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
Close rank! Advance has won! Lordaeron will be ours! My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
World of Warcraft Horde War Chief Sylvanas Windrunner is creating quite the divide in Azeroth. When she burned the World Tree Teldrassil, Varrock Sarfang mutinied. Some players agree and are using the hashtag #NotMyWarChief to show support for Varrock. Others followed Sylvanas. Blizzard is pleased with the divide, stating that anytime it's one-sided to the point of this is clearly the right direction, it's not as interesting. I couldn't agree more. For the first time ever, World of Warcraft is allowing members of the Horde to make a decision. Follow Sylvanas or betray her. Patch 8.1, Tides of Vengeance, will release December 11th in the US and December 12th in Europe. Tell us which side you will choose in the comments below.
Always great to have Mooney on the show talking about Fortnite and awesome news for Fortnite fans. Are you going to do a dance?
That was just my mode.
Okay. And we can confirm that Fortnite and many other games will enable mouse and keyboard support on Wednesday, November 14th.
That's next week.
It sure is.
Hey, Fortnite and Warframe players! Ever wanted the feel of mouse and keyboard gameplay for your Xbox One? Well, next week, your dreams will come true. Many other games will soon be added to the list for which keyboard and mouse support will be available.
I'm cranking up on the throttle, victory is mine. Show you the harder the battle, harder I fight.
Can you kill something that big?
This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
PlayStation.
Amusement tax? What the fuck is that? If you're from Chicago, you're probably well acquainted with the city's infamous 9% entertainment tax, which affects gaming, streaming services, and theater performances, to name a few. Sony tried their damnedest and avoided the tax for a while, but inevitably Chicago won. Apple and other companies argue that this is a direct violation of the Internet Tax Freedom Act, which prohibits state and local governments from collecting internet-only taxes or dumping discriminating taxes on any type of e-commerce. Can we please, for the sake of gamers everywhere, band together and form a protest or something? I honestly can't believe they're getting away with this. Makes me think of that song Taxman by the Beatles.
What are you doing in my fridge, Commander Jackson? You gotta step it up, Terry Crews! The enemy should never see you go. You gotta get the jump on him, Crews! Get out of my gym bag! Oh, I see how it is, okay. All right, okay. Cardboard cutout, surprise! Oh! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Crackdown 3, coming at ya February 15th. At XO18, Microsoft gave players a look at the new multiplayer mode, and it looks pretty sick. For those of you with Game Pass, you can pre-download it right now. In celebration, Microsoft is offering the original Crackdown with Xbox One enhancements to all players for free until November 30th through the Microsoft Store.
a lonesome star in a bitter sky. I hear the hungry ghosts calling out in the night. Just a couple victims of this brutal prize. Am I strong enough to let things just die? Just to keep the spark alive. But if there's nothing on the other side, why can't I leave well enough alone and go to the light?
Sales for Destiny 2 Forsaken are not quite where Activision would like them to be. When Destiny 2 dropped, fans weren't exactly satisfied either, but that changed with the Forsaken expansion. Destiny players were happier than ever, but sales still didn't meet Activision's expectations. They began giving away Destiny 2 for PC last week in hopes players would purchase the expansion, so hopefully they'll get the return they were looking for.
PS4 Pro! Dynamic 4K, so beautiful, can't look away. Just look at this world, look at this view, look at this thing, looking at you. Check out this cow, check out this truck, check out this place, blow it all up. PS4 Pro, I'm in your house. La 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 la.
PlayStation.
Have you heard the PS4 Pro? Well, hopefully you won't. The last two PS4 Pro models, CUH7000 and CUH7100, that were released had a jet engine fan noise. For reference, the new model at its loudest is at 48 decibels, which is softer than the softest noise of its predecessors. Sounds good, right? The only downside is that Sony has sacrificed thermal reduction, which means the PS4 Pro CUH7200 could run warmer than the other models. At first glance, you won't notice anything different, unless you peek at the back. The new model now sports the same figure-8 power plug as the PS4 Slim and Microsoft's Xbox Ones. So far, the only people with their hands on this model are those who purchased the Red Dead Redemption bundle. The rest of us will probably see it on the shelves after retailers run out of the older models.
I've got that lightning inside me, son of a god. I'm like a titan that's rising, no, just you watch. This is how legends are made. This is how legends are made.
PlayStation.
At the first quarter of 2018, total PS4 sales were at 82.2 million units since its launch in 2013, far exceeding the PS3. It's no surprise that with such a high success rate, Sony is in no rush to push out its next-gen console. But that doesn't mean they aren't working on it. The PS5 is no longer a rumor, with Sony confirming that it is at least 3 years away from a release date. That's good news for those who have invested a lot into their PS4, but want the PS5 to knock their socks off with new features.
PlayStation.
2 patents have been filed for new PlayStation controllers. One that appears to be a new VR controller, and another that seems to mimic the DualShock controller, except this one will have a touchscreen.
Please welcome for the very first time to the Inside Xbox stage, the head of Microsoft Studios, Mr. Matt Booty. Matt, good to see you.
Hi, Larry. Good to see you. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here.
Now, Matt, the Microsoft Studios family is growing. Tell us about that.
Well, I am very pleased to announce that we will be acquiring In Exile Entertainment in Newport Beach, California.
Wow. So tell us a little bit about In Exile. Congratulations. Tell us about that studio, because there's quite a history with it.
Yeah, led by Brian Fargo. It's just a great studio made up of creative people really dedicated to the craft, long RPG lineage there. They've made games such as the Wasteland series, and of course Bard's Tale. Bard's Tale 4 recently came out, and it's doing great. So we're just really excited to have that team, the people, the craft, joining what we do. We're also very happy to announce that we will be acquiring Obsidian Entertainment in Irvine, California.
Wow.
Microsoft announced its acquisition of 2 more studios in efforts to create more exclusive titles for Xbox One. In Exile Entertainment and Obsidian Entertainment join The Initiative, Undead Labs, Playground Games, Ninja Theory, and Compulsion Games to create one happy Microsoft family. In Exile primarily develops RPG games such as Wasteland 2. Obsidian is known for Fallout New Vegas. Both studios will assist Microsoft in creating exclusive RPG titles. Five games have been announced for the Nintendo 64 Classic release. Titles include not 1, but 2 Legend of Zelda games, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, Super Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, and Puyo Puyo Sun 64, although that last one may only be available on the Japanese version. I think I speak for everyone when I say that this classic console release will be blowing the PlayStation Classic release out of the water. It appears highly likely that fans can expect the console reveal to be just in time for Christmas.
I think I smell a barbecue. Looks like I've got some things to do. Hold your horns. This is great. Wow.
Thank you for releasing me.
Hello.
Who are you again? Spyro. 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 I'm getting a little winded.
That's me, all right.
Spyro Reignited Trilogy officially released this past Tuesday, and boy oh boy is it pretty. The developers worked very hard to rebuild this game from the ground up while staying true to the original game. Technology advancements allowed them to give characters more depth. Joining us today is our very own Jen, also known as her online alias, Pro Mommy Gamer. She pre-ordered Spyro Reignited Trilogy. So, what do you think, Jen? Did Toys for Bob do a good job at holding true to the original Spyro?
Well, I think they did a fantastic job overall, but I will actually admit I didn't really grow up with Spyro. I actually did not own a PlayStation. As I was growing up, I was actually more of a Nintendo girl myself. But playing it at my cousin's house occasionally definitely made me want to play the game even more, and I've been so excited for this remake. That way I can actually fully delve into the game, because I feel like I never really got a shot at it the first time.
Nice. What about the additional characters? Any noticeable differences from the original version?
Well, in the first one, really all that they were was basically the same build of the dragon, only just kind of a color swap to them. Granted, they all had different voices, but just kind of lackluster in their design otherwise. So this new one really brings about their own character with different outfits, just different physique between all of them. They're definitely their own characters.
Cool. I hear you're a bit of a completionist. Does this game encourage your style of gameplay?
Yes, I would say so. The game itself, super fun if you just want to kind of casually roll through it. But myself, usually just going through a game trying to find every single nook and cranny and really explore every area and, get all the things. It definitely it just encourages you to really go out and find all of that, especially to see that sweet little check mark at the end of those levels when you get all the gems. Very satisfying.
Awesome. Also joining us today is the lead designer of a secret project we've been working on for a few years now. Please welcome our founder, Billy.
Hi Rose, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing awesome. How you enjoying eSpot?
It's going pretty smoothly, I would say.
I would have to agree with that. So I'm here today to basically tell you and tell our audience to, definitely check out a special episode of eSpot. I think we have that coming up, don't we?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. So December 5th, we will have that. So definitely check that out. We're going to give you a little bit of insight on those of us here at the company, and it'll be all hosted by our lovely Rose. And I have a special surprise for you.
What? For me?
And a special surprise for all of you there. So without further ado, please enjoy this snippet of what we are working on, because we've been working on it for 3 years now. And it's time to show you what we got. So
Ooh.
Enjoy.
Awesome.
You can stop recording.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, so today I'm going to show you a piece of Reverie. Reverie, for those of you who are unaware, is a project that we are working on. It is going to be a survival horror experience. Right now there is very little that I'm able to show you, but we are definitely going to go into this and definitely show you a little piece. What you're actually going to see is actually the centerpiece to the map. When I say that, I mean that the map's fairly large. The map is, quite extensive. You're talking, this game is meant to definitely draw you in. It's meant to definitely give you an aspect of fear, and it's meant to really immerse you into not only the story but the world itself. So I'm going to go ahead here and show you a little bit as far as the centerpiece goes. So here we go. So as I'm walking across this bridge, I just want to go ahead and let you know that I am using a mouse and keyboard. This is being, as you can see, ran in the Unity engine, and it is in real time. And as you can see over in the statistics up at the top of the screen, it is showing you the load that it's actually doing on my computer as it stands right now. As you can see, obviously the frame rate is dropping. There's a lot of things that are changing, shadows, everything. You can tell by the weather effects. And all of that will definitely be, perfected as we, get farther into this, but this is just to show you guys what we got here. So I'm going to go ahead and go here to the right, just to give you an idea of what's over here before I go back and go away. So I'm walking through a little greenery here. Coming out, kind of look around. There's another one there. Walk down this path. I'm actually walking on the path. Nice thing is you don't have to stay on the path. You can actually leave the path. Oh, here's a nice little well. So there are no invisible walls. You can traverse anywhere within this area. You can traverse anywhere within the entire game once it is completed, because we do not believe in invisible walls. So we'll definitely be giving you a more as real as we can experience when you join this. So we're going to go back through this little greenery here. We're going to come out over here and we're going to go over through this area here. So in this area, to give you guys kind of a insight, there will be two monsters, for lack of a better word. They will be chasing you throughout this area. And they're really designed to fit not only the area, but the story that is being told. So the story that will be being told, we will have more information on that, as well as more information on all of our monsters in the coming months. But we wanted to go ahead and show you this. As you can see, my frame rate is dropping, like I said. This is just a test run to kind of show you guys, what we have in store for you. Another greenery here. We got a greenery there in front of us. Everything is, interactive. Everything is a solid object. Everything can be messed with. When we do finalize the game, there will be some items, like maybe boxes and other things that will be interactive. So you'll be able to interact with those things. We're going to walk through this greenery to come back out here. Like I said, you can see it's, definitely taking a toll on my frame rate. And then what I want to show you over here, as you can see, I can traverse anywhere. I can walk through bushes. Bushes will be, pretty high res. And here's a nice little grave site for, our little game that we have in store for you. And as you can see, some of the water is bouncing off. Other than that, we're excited. We hope you guys are too. And, keep an eye on our website and keep an eye on, everything else that we have to offer, because we're going to have a lot more to show you in the coming months. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. If you like what you've seen, go ahead and click that like button, hit the subscribe. Be sure to check out our live streaming links in the description below, and as always, stay devious.